In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a new program that was just announced offering free or heavily discounted rent for the low income. Does that sound appealing? Sure does. Free and discounts are always really nice. And again, why I'm going to focus on it right here in this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, so as I mentioned, this is a new program that was just announced a few days ago. This is going to be game-changing for a lot of people who are struggling to pay their rent right now, and it is all based off of some very scary statistics that were released at the end of last year, 2023, in December. Now, I do want to share with you really quickly those statistics so you can clearly see what is going on. This is not a good situation. A lot of people are really struggling, and it's also going to give us a glimpse into what is really happening across the entire country and exactly why they are introducing this program. I hope you can take advantage of this. They are rolling it out all across the country, and I'll give you all the details that you need to know about it. But really quickly, let me share with you those statistics. All right, so in December of last year, 2023, it's not that long ago as I record this video right now, just a few months ago. But just what they found, here's what they found, that last year alone, 2023, homelessness increased by 12%, which is actually 71,000+ people. See, here's what they found. In 2023 over 2022, an additional 71,000 people became homeless, or an increase of 12%, to a new record of 653,000 people are homeless right now in the United States on any given day. That's scary, and that's really sad. And again, you can imagine a lot of people are pointing the fingers as in whose fault it is that all these people are now homeless across the entire United States. I think we can look at one major factor that we all agree that has been really rough over the last couple of years. Inflation, right? Jacking the prices up on literally everything. Nobody has any money to afford anything anymore. Look at just credit card debt right now. It's $1.13 trillion based on the most recent report. Why do you think it keeps going up? Because nobody has any money. We keep floating balances on credit cards, me included. Not fun, I'm just telling you. Paying 22% interest on a credit card is not a fun time. Do not do it if you can avoid it, okay? I'm just saying, it is hard to get ahead. It is hard to pay those things off with high interest rates. But again, this is the situation, okay? So anyway, with those statistics being out there right now, let me share with you the details of this new program that they're rolling out here. I will give you the names of all the states where they're doing this program. Now, here's the thing. This will be a thing that they're going to roll out across the entire country. However, they're implementing it in a handful of states right now, kind of as a pilot, right? Like a little beta program to see how it goes. And then based on those results, which I can tell you this much, it's going to work really, really well, okay? Based on those results, then they're going to roll this thing out across the entire country. But really fast before we get into it, if you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Subscribe down below. It is totally free to do so. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Every single day, I bring you videos like this. We host live streams. I'm doing anything I can to be here for you, to advocate on your behalf, to do all the research, to break it all down in these videos. I've been here every day for years. Look back at all the videos here on the channel. There are thousands and thousands of videos. You can't do that overnight. I guarantee you, okay? Anyway, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and also feel free to share this video with the share button down below with your friends on social media. Thank you, truly appreciate it. All right, let me tell you the details about this program. So, it is called the Accelerator Program, okay? Accelerator Program. Feel free to look it up if you'd like to read more about it, but here's what they want to do. Remember this much as well. Medicaid. What is the purpose of this program? It's generally health care insurance, right? So it's basically health coverages for lower income people, right? Not so fast. Now, it's also going to be including rent. Yes, you heard that correctly, okay? So yes, they're going to be using Medicaid money, not to be mistaken with Medicare, but Medicaid money to help people pay their rent who are potentially at risk of eviction or who are currently experiencing homelessness. Okay, sounds pretty interesting, right? Because when you think of Medicaid, you're thinking like, okay, I'm going to go to the doctor, I'm going to go to the pharmacy, and I'm going to get something for very cheap, right? I'm going to get like a copay of $3 or $5 or something like that, and you're going to get things mostly covered by Medicaid, right? So it's basically healthcare coverages basically covered by this program. But now, here's what they're saying, is they can now use Medicaid coverages or Medicaid to basically pay for housing for somebody, because at the end of the day, this is going to lead to long-term health, like long-term health care for that individual, and therefore they can argue that this money can now be used for rent, because if this person ends up homeless, guess what? Now health care on that person may increase even more. So they're basically saying, hey, this is a preventative to make sure that these people stay housed or somebody that is currently experiencing homelessness will now have a home, and then again at the same time healthcare on that individual will not be, you know, as burdensome. Does that kind of make sense? So it's more like a preventative, if that kind of makes sense, right? So every so often, some of us maybe go to a doctor for like a preventative screening or something like that. Same situation here. It's preventative to basically, you know, avoid additional healthcare costs in the future. Does that kind of make sense? So anyway, that's kind of the argument behind this, and they are now rolling this out. Now, let me give you the names of the 8 states that they are rolling this out to. Now, it's 8 states plus 1, okay? So there's actually technically 9 here, okay? But they're rolling it out across 9 different locations across the country right now. This is just kind of like a pilot program, a little beta test to see how this goes, and then they're going to roll it out more expansively after that, okay? All right, so if you're not located in one of these 9 locations, I would say, you know, don't get too scared about it now, okay? This is just, it's probably temporary as far as how long this is going to last, and then it's going to be all across the entire country. All right, so the 9 locations are including Arizona, California, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Washington State, and Washington, D.C. So there you go. Sorry, I had to talk a little slower there because I was thinking, what is the list? I had to memorize the list there. I had to recall it really quickly. So there you go. Those are the 9 locations that they are offering this right now, and they're rolling this out. So again, if you are in one of those respective states that I just mentioned, or obviously DC is, you know, District of Columbia, if you're located in any of those 9 locations I just mentioned, look into this. If you're somebody that is struggling to pay your rent, look into this, okay? As in, call your local office. If you're currently enrolled in Medicaid, again, not to be mistaken with Medicare, if you're currently enrolled in Medicaid, check this out in those states, okay? They're basically opening up the door to use federal funding to pay for rents to basically avoid homelessness or eviction, okay? That's pretty cool. I mean, seriously. So again, that's why I said earlier at the beginning of this video, free or heavily discounted. Now, I did a bunch of research on this. I did not find any information that says the person would be eligible, you know, under certain circumstances or whatever. It's basically somebody that is facing eviction because they can't pay their rent, or somebody that's currently homeless, currently homeless as of right now, okay? So those are the details about it. But one other thing I did not find about this program is the person going to be responsible for a certain percentage of the rent? That's what I want to know. I don't know that answer, okay? I looked it up. I could not find that information anywhere. So I'm not sure if they're going to say, oh, we'll pay, you know, 85% or 90% or whatever, and you'll be responsible for the other 10 or 15 or 20%. I don't know that, okay? I was not able to find that information. But I would say if you're located in one of those 9 locations I just listed, look this up. This could be really, really cool for a lot of people. This could be game-changing for a lot of people as well, okay? Now, here's the thing as well. My understanding would be is that you need to be enrolled in Medicaid in order to get this. However, if you're struggling to pay your rent and you're not enrolled in Medicaid, I would still contact. Why? Because they're basically saying, hey, use federal money to pay for rent for people. So I don't know. For me, I would say ask. It never hurts to ask. It's free, 100% free to ask. The worst thing that they're going to say is, sorry, you're not qualified, or something like that. Who cares? If they say no, then whatever, right? But you don't know unless you ask. Please ask. If you're struggling to pay your rent and you're located in one of those 9 locations, ask. It does not hurt to ask. It is 100% free. Call your local office and ask them there. Anyway, this is the detail I want to give you. Again, it is called the Accelerator Program. Look it up and do some research if you want to, but this is what I know about it as of right now. Again, I'll continue to watch and bring you details as I get more information. Otherwise, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Totally free to do so. Share this video with your friends on social media, especially if you know anybody located in the 9 locations I mentioned a minute ago. Otherwise, leave your comments, questions, and feedback down below. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, have a good one, and I hope this helps you. I'll catch you again later in the